Ready to take a look at this bracket. First up, we're gonna have Yez and BestNess. Now, I yesterday didn't even check the bracket. I saw on Twitter that some me gunner named Balls had 2-0'd BestNess. And I was just like, Balls Gaming. Excuse me, Balls Gaming. I will put respect on his name, but I was just like,
see, really? I mean, that's the beauty of it being down in Georgia. You have to do your ode to Birdman.
Yeah, I wasn't. Oh, it's Touty? Okay.
I mean, he may have changed his name as a joke, but he's no joke.
No, I'm gonna say two things about Me Gunner. One, that character ranges from mediocre to boo boo. Two, yep. I cannot stand fighting that character. I swear, I think that is like secretly like a top 3 worst snake matchup of all time. But I also live in the same state as Katakiri, so I have a bias. But I really wish I had gotten to go back and see that happen. Also, as a BestNess fangirl, I'm just like, wow, all right, that's wild. But you know, stuff happens.
We're building storylines here. We're building a narrative because now BestNess coming into top 64 from loser's side. One of the original favorites to win the event, of course. I mean, this man has been on top of the online world. And I mean, really, the glow has been real because like, it's not the easiest thing to do to remain this consistent on Wi-Fi, but he's found a way to do it time and time again. And I want to see how this goes. I've seen Raven King do pretty all right against BestNess before.
That is right.
See how he plays well against him. And it's really going to come down to a lot of different factors, right? So BestNess has kind of been running 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 through people.
Oh, he tore through losers. He's on a vengeance. He's on a warpath. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And Yez is coming fresh off of his first loss of the tournament in a top 8 qualifier. So there's literally going from playing on stream and losing to now, you have to play again immediately, which is, I mean, nice for Wi-Fi because there's usually these crazy long breaks where you're just like, I don't play for 2 hours. I'll come back. But, I mean, you got to worry about the mental state.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good match. The swords have always been like traditionally good against Ness just at the base, even though I know BestNess is like obviously a super god tier player. He's been consistently good on Wi-Fi this whole time. But Yez is no slouch either. He's got really strong results. 5th out of 1461 at Smash Galaxy. He's gotten top 5 out of like 650. He's got 2nd out of like 500. Like Yez is really good. I've seen him play at I can't remember what event it was before. It might have been one that we commentated. I'm not sure. But Mans is obviously super good too. So I'm really excited to see how this match is going to go down.
Yeah, I mean, you don't make it this far in a 700-man tournament for no reason.
No, you do not. That's right.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Just arming through that with the up B. I like the attempt. And I like the really aggressive edge guard there, too. That's kind of smart because, you know, Ness can set up so much crazy damage at the ledge at, like, 0 like that or, like, lead to a kill. He's like, I'm not even taking the chance. I'm just armoring out. Ooh!
Wow, he really just went for that. That's wild.
I was kind of wondering if that was going to kill, actually. Oh, nice snipe from BestNess too. He's given Yez like no place to be. Like you saw him like, all right, I made it back to the stage. I almost died. Life flashed before my eyes, and then he's just getting sniped by these PK fires out of nowhere too, and that's enough to take it. Yeah.
And I mean, it's crazy to think that like 20 seconds ago, BestNess was air dodging off stage in a potential edge guard situation, and now he's up a stock.
Right. It looked like he SD, and he was like, nah, I was just gotta get you comfortable. What? Off the downer? That was sick. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about this player is just that like his combo trees are just his strings that he picks out are just so unique, and I feel like I see something new every single time I see him play.
Absolutely.
All right. Yes, definitely. Oh,
yeah.
What?
9. Okay, I was like, please don't. Please, that's not okay. That's not a thing. Don't get hit by that.
Be 100% honest. Did you know that was gonna happen?
I didn't know that second PK Thunder.
I didn't know he was gonna get the second one. I thought that was it.
Yeah. Well, when he went down like that, I'm like, he's got to go for it again, just because it's either a shield break or a kill. But I mean, that's a kill regardless. So like, all's well that ends well for BestNess.
Oh yeah, this is looking really good for him. And I think what it is that you're seeing BestNess get these really crazy approaches with like an up air read or like a PK fire. He's not doing like an air-to-air battle with Yez. That's where Ike would shine if he's just like throwing nairs out and just trying to like play like a spacing battle. He's not doing that. He's coming from angles that Ike doesn't really cover, and it's helped a lot. And that stuffed out the up B? What is happening here?
I'm not sure, man, but BestNess. Okay, all right. Yez, a little bit of life here. BestNess, man, just on a different level at the moment. Just playing super, super well. Had to get through a million different characters to get here, and Ike one that you see pretty often on Wi-Fi, I feel like, comparatively to some of the other swords.
Yeah, there's like Yez, there's Raven King, there's Psychot. There's a lot of Ikes out there that do really well online.
that PK Thunder just failing at the worst possible time.
Right. What is that? What? Okay. All right. Game 1 goes to BestNess.
Yeah.
As I said, a lot of untraditional options being selected there, but when you're a player of this caliber and you can be this consistently unpredictable, it's just gonna keep pushing you further and further in the bracket because I wasn't ready for half the things I saw.
It's a sign of good character when you know what situations lead into kills. When it's not just like, oh, I've got to like in parts of Smash 4, right, where it was just like, oh man, I got to look for a back throw with Ness. They're at like 110. I got to get a back throw. That's all I can really do. And now, like the way that his kit has opened up so much further, I mean, like you see a rising up air there as a kill move, and you're just like, oh, okay, this is a thing
from
now.
off stage. And it wasn't even like he was like super close to the ledge, like trying to bait something. He was a little bit of a ways back, and he just drifted it into him, and only the last hit is what hit. Like that was just, it's hard to see that kind of thing coming. But yeah. Also that PK Thunder too, I was just like, okay, yes, is gonna block this because he just almost died to it. And then there was a second one, and I'm like, what is happening?
You saw that air dodge out. He was like, get me out of here right now.
Yeah, he was like, no, sir.
Nothing to do with this.
I have no shield. If it doesn't break, it'll poke and I'll die either way. Like, there's nothing good there, yeah. But I think if Yez, let me think. What is his plan of action here? I think the fact that BestNess is so consistently like coming from this diagonal angle that Ike has to like commit to approaching. If he can kind of just play a little bit more patient, snuff out some of these PK fires a little bit, he can start getting himself back in there. Especially if he like, gets a dash attack or something. Because once Ness has to like start air dodging back in or start relying on his recovery, like Ike can get so much damage, if not a stock for it.
I don't disagree with you, but my biggest problem with that is the fact that the way Ness can approach is pretty varied. So if he does start taking a step back and avoiding that angular approach with the PK fire, I could see BestNess just overshooting and doing dragon up airs to lead into grabs, or there's a couple of different situations around it. So I don't disagree, but he has to be careful with it.
Yeah, I feel you. Oh, here we go. So, talking about drag down up airs from the ledge again. This is looking like a really good option, but I like that Yez is not afraid to go for that. As a defensive option, especially considering A, how much armor it has, and B, the crazy knockback buffs we got from 8.0.
Yeah, that's one where I'm just like, that didn't need to happen. That was not a buff we needed.
I was like, oh cool, they nerfed Ike, and I saw that, I was like, I think he'll be fine. Like he can eat off that all day. There we go. Neutral air starting to clean up a lot of BestNess's neutral options, and never mind, BestNess is just gonna kill him at the ledge anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you saw there, like, Yez was probably like a couple frames away from starting that up B, and then BestNess was just like, psych, frame through there.
Not gonna happen. All right, now he's got an air dodge. He has no jump. What's the punish? Ooh, a down smash. You don't even see Ike down smash that often. That was nice. All right, so things are looking a lot more even. Smashville seems like a pretty solid idea, too. Nair is just such a dominating aerial. Like, you can take over a lot of the stage, depending on, well, if you're there, but you can take over a lot of the stage, depending on if you're doing it above or falling through the platform. But it doesn't really seem to matter. Yez is losing these stocks really early.
Yeah, I mean, even when he gets that initial hit, like you saw him get the landing there, and the way BestNess held out, like Yez went for the up tilt to continue the string on the plat, but BestNess just wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
big parry, nice turnaround.
There you go. He literally just throwing it out in neutral, like. People might be like, oh, it's scrubby, this, that, and the third. It's not really true. Like, it's just a really, really strong move. It'll stuff out a lot of Ness's approaches, and, obviously, these all this confirms. So
it's that, but it's also like the Dunning-Kruger effect, right? Where, like, it's scrubby at the start, then everyone calls it scrubby in the middle, and then all the better players are like, no, I'm just going to keep doing this.
Right, exactly. Like, opinions be damned. Like, it's really good. Ooh, not PK Thunder. Okay.
That's so tough to deal with at close range like this. Like that medium range game, like the BestNess is playing right now, where it's like, do you know where I'm throwing PK Thunder? Nope. And that's
no one does. Also, I like the attempt. I think he tried to use the side magnet wind box to push him away from the ledge, which is super creative. Right. But yeah, you're right. That mid range, like you don't know if he's going to bully you with it. You don't know if he's going to go into PK Thunder 2, especially since we saw those Trixies from game 1.
Okay.
It's hard to react. Oh, just missing that dash attack. That's really rough for Yez. Guys going to recover from a bad angle.
I was not ready for drop down PK Flash.
No. F smash? Was he looking to the future for a roll? This is just bad. Yez. If you find an answer, okay, well, I don't know what the answer was right there. Maybe a get up attack, but after you grab that ledge, he just got hit with so much PK fire. Like,
right.
I don't know what
he kept going for it too, and I was just like, well, that's a free 40% when you're down to stock. That's not ideal.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a point where like your damage is so high where you're like, it's whatever, anything's gonna kill me anyway. But like 4 of those in a row, you want to get off the ledge against Ness as fast as possible because like down smash, up smash, PK fire. Like I don't know what move Ness has. It's hard to find a move that Ness has that isn't like phenomenal at the ledge. So you got to get out of the situation. But I don't think Ice Recovery is going to let him.
I got nothing. It's just it's one of those things where like the character just rocks on ledge.
Yeah, he really does.
Add in an additional delay on Wi-Fi too, and it's just like, well, I gotta figure this out.
Yeah.
And again, like they're not going to be switching stages, which isn't a huge surprise. Smashville's such a good Ike stage. I mean, I imagine him sticking it out at least through this game. If we get a game 4, we'll see where BestNess wants to go. But right now, this is looking like it's all BestNess.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I love that, like, despite the disjoints that will be in Ike's favor, BestNess is just never in a position for it to matter. Like he's just constantly a little bit out of the range from like Nair, maybe like a half roll back of Nair, and like because Yez has to keep chasing him, he just eats all this damage on the way, and just BestNess just gets these huge leads from it.
Yep. Goes back into the corner right away. I like that approaching fair, but I mean you're just stuck in the corner. I mean that's kind of the downside, right? Like that plat works so well for Ike, but this is such a small stage, and he's had such a hard time getting out of corners.
Yeah, he really has. And like it always starts off solid. Like I'm like, okay, cool. He's got some low percent. Oh, there we go, right there. He's got some low percent strings coming in. But I think BestNess just pushes the advantage a lot harder than Yez has been able to. Like right now, it's still kind of even, but here we go. Now we got an edge guard situation. Ooh, all right. Good thing he didn't roll on, staying patient and being really, really leery about PK Thunder 2. And nice coverage from Yez. Gonna finally get himself a lead in this set for the first time. Ooh, hopefully he can get down and get some extra credit, but he's being fully bullied by BestNess. Oh, that was sick.
Yep.
That was so smart.
That's a throwback to Brawl. Just get in the way.
Right. Just be like, I'm just gonna hang out here. There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm in your airspace. You have to deal with this now.
Oof. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like they're not really trading aerials. He's just throwing out these projectiles and just wrecking Yez.
Nice.
Okay, that was nice. That was really nice. I kind of wonder what Yez can do with the as far as ledge traps in response to what BestNess has been doing. Like I feel like if he plays really patient, he can find an answer, but it's very one-sided in that department as far as like who's gonna rack up all the damage to the ledge. Ooh, right. That was nice too.
Good continuation. Wow, the downer. Okay.
Okay.
That is
all right.
An aggressive option.
He got sick of it. He's like, "You're gonna stop this. I've been in the air for 40 seconds. I'm done."
Back to and okay.
Yeah, you can make that. Now how's he gonna get off ledge? Another neutral get up. You gotta be careful about that. And I understand that he thought he had an option just because he didn't immediately go for yo-yo. He was just shielding. But I mean, that neutral get up has gotten you killed twice now in the last 2 games. Like, gotta choose something new.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit like one-sided as far as like when he actually gets stuck in that corner there, man. It's just, I know I talked about it at the beginning. Oh, man.
Oh, that's not a good angle, but he makes it. Oh, that could have been really scary. And, oh, BestNess killed himself.
Okay.
All right.
Live by the PK2, die by the PK2.
Yeah, I think he hit himself on just the wrong side of the top of his head. I'm sure he was looking to go to the left, but...
Well, I mean, that with how close Ike was, I mean, it really seemed like it was going to hit regardless for a second, just because of how big the initial hitbox is, where it's just like, okay, I'm going to get this, I don't care if I die, and then somehow Yez barely sneaked out of the way.
All right. And that's definitely not a match where it's like he only lost because of the PK Thunder. Like, he kept that very competitive that third game, so good stuff to Yez. Again, very strong players both in losers bracket. It's been a wild tournament. Goblin's already out, and that was another one of the like higher seeded players to potentially take this whole thing. So it's been a slaughter. It's been a really crazy bracket from what I've seen.
Yeah, you guys had to get through Cyclo and Blue Striker, 3-0ing both of them, losing to Ribbon to make it a top 8. I mean, this guy's no slouch, clearly.
Oh yeah.
I do question. I'm kind of interested to see where Goblin would end up seated because I know he hasn't entered a ton of online events recently. So, but it's always one of those things. it's always interesting to see where the offline standouts shape up. Wow, he seeded 7th according to our screen runner. That's high.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
And it's one of those things where like how much of that is offline expectations bleeding over into online seeding. I haven't seen Goblin interact with online tournaments a ton. Much less compared to like Epic Gabriel, his other Orlando counterpart, where he's in it like every other weekend. Epic
Gabriel is just in everything. The most recent thing I have from Goblin was he top 8'd Juicebox 13, and that was about a week ago. But he did take some time before that.
Yeah.
But
he's got time to get back into it too. That's a big thing right now because I know with everyone's schedules are so funky at the moment, so it's good that he's got a chance to get back into playing shape.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get into game 4, PS2. Yeah, solid stage choice. I kind of wonder. I'd love to see this go to a game 5 because even despite that SD, it really seemed like Yez was starting to like figure some stuff out. I think if he can find his way off the ledge, he could really give BestNess a run for his money here. But that's a lot easier said than done.
And willingly going that deep into the corner, even on the stage this big, it's real risky. You want to leave yourself a little bit of room to backpedal, and he's just like, nah, I'm going to go back as far as I can.
Right. Oh, he almost tried it again, just trying to get in the way of that side B. He could have got a really early stock. Oh, but there we go again. Just like you were saying, that mid-range PK Thunder. It is a terror. That was nice.
And with that one, I was like, all right, is he going to back air? Is he going to F smash? Will he go for the PK2? Like, I mean, the world's your oyster when you've got a PK fired in literally dead center there for you.
Oh, yeah. I think he almost even got overwhelmed. He was like, all right, let me stop, slowly back up, and just back air. Because he's like, all right, there's like 15 ways I can kill you right now. What's going to work? Wow. And he's really tearing away, already lapping him in percent. Let's see if Yes can get something going here. And I like the way that BestNess is, of course, delaying his landings with these with these side magics, making it really hard for Yes to get the juggles that he needs that would really like put this matchup in his favor. Like BestNess is just not having it. He's just really outspacing him.
Yeah, I mean, even in like other plat games where you have the opportunity to kind of read that descent, because of the delay that sometimes happens with these tournaments, it's like, oh man, he threw out this option that I didn't expect, and now I don't have time to react to it. Oh, I'm getting comboed.
Oh yeah, exactly. And not even considering how safe so many moves in Smash Ultimate are. And Yez really just bloodthirsty there, trying to even things up with that down air, but taking a PK Thunder 2 to the face again. That's so unfortunate. Also, there's counter. Like, he went for the dare. Like, I respect it. I respect the manliness.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe the counter is the better choice here.
Because even if counter doesn't work and like they go through it or whatever happens, because it's not always as consistent as you think. Like, you don't die, But I mean, sometimes you got to go for it. Oh no, not the dare punish.
I was wondering what he was going for there. I mean, look, you put yourself in BestNess shoes. You're a streamer. This is how you make your living. It's right. Not just about winning tournaments. It's about getting that clip. It's about getting that extra footage for YouTube. It's getting that extra like, oh man, if somebody in chat like donos 5 gift subs, I'll hit a dare combo to finish this tournament, finish this set off. And I respect it. He's going for the flare.
Oh yeah, you see that slow walk right there? Just like, all right, yeah, I'm just gonna get in your head a little bit here. I mean, he's got an enormous lead. Like, Yez is one anything away from death, and even if he doesn't die, the edge guard is just at this point inescapable. Like, he's been edge guarded by everything Ness has to offer. So, hopefully Yez can start to just sneak a couple of aerials in, but just gonna barely live it. But he does not have an air dodge. Okay, makes it back to center stage with that side B. That was really close. But now he can't hit a shield. He really can't make any single mistakes right now.
He has to play perfect and honestly have to hope that BestNess SDs again at this point.
And maybe a second time too. Like, this is bad.
Wow, somehow snuck the jab in there.
He's got his anime eyes on, bro. He is not letting BestNess get anything.
Almost got that back air. Man, PK Thunder right there is so hard.
It's so hard to deal with, yeah. Oh, yeah. And BestNess is just like, he's not even rushing for it. He's just playing super patient. Because even, obviously, a trade at this point is going to get him the game, too. He's just really just pretty much got Yes stressed out. Like the way he's playing. You think he's fishing for like a PK flash kill?
Maybe. I mean, I think it's one of those things where like he knows that if Yez gets this stock, Ike's got dumb enough things to where like he has to play careful.
Right. Oh, he went for it. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about that one. The first couple, and I was like, oh man, he just barely mistimed it. When you do it a third time, it's like you made your bed. You gotta lie in it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I think what's interesting about that, like mentally, is that BestNess got that lead and was like, I think I'm done approaching, and just kind of not necessarily camped him out, but sort of camped him out. And I think he was just getting in Yez's head.
Baby.
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
But I mean, it was down to 3 minutes. Like eventually, Yez is going to make a mistake and touch a shield, and that's regardless of stage at that point, death.